Happy Friday morning, Mountaineer fans. It's Chris, it's Mike, it's earsports.com taking 3 minutes of your morning. Today, we're answering another question from one of our VIP members. This one from Robbie0210. He asks, where do you see Garrett Greene being in the Big 12 returning quarterback hierarchy? Mike, you want to go first?
First of all, great question because I needed a refresher on this for two reasons. One, who are the quarterbacks in the Big 12? And also, who are the teams in the Big 12? First time I did this, I forgot that Arizona, Arizona State, Colorado, and Utah are coming in. Granted, I came around to that, but that also made me realize that there are 16 quarterbacks in this conference now. A lot of these schools are active in the transfer portal. So this is a good refresher because you figure out that West Virginia's in a good position because of one word in that question, which was returning. A lot of these schools brought transfer portal quarterbacks in or lost quarterbacks and had to figure out what to do. And because of that, and we can get into the details here, but just to start to answer the question, I'll hand it off to you, Chris. He's at the top. Like there's maybe two or three different tiers you can talk about. West Virginia, Garrett Greene, top tier. Best quarterback situation, I don't know, but in that group where he's in that conversation.
Yeah, I'm with you 100%. You go through this list with 16 quarterbacks. There's some guys I like in there. Some guys that I think are going to be very good. Like I love Noah Fafita from Arizona. I liked what I saw from him in that bowl game. I like what I've seen from Rocco Beck. I did not think he would be ready like this soon, and he got thrust into that spot and looked, fine this year. But he was a freshman, so he's going to be better. But would I take either of those guys over Garrett Greene? I would not. And then you start looking at some of these other guys, and it's a lot of question marks up and down, some injuries, some veterans who are on their third, fourth team. And I just don't know who I would take over Garrett Greene for West Virginia right now, definitively. So we get into these tiers like you were just talking about. And I think you're looking at a tier at the very top of, looking at my list here, Green, Jalen Daniels, Shadir Sanders. Is that it? Is it just those three? You got somebody else you want to add to that top tier or take out of that top tier?
I would put Noah Fafita in. I like that offense, like what they have coming back. I like the way he played. Two wild cards. I wouldn't put him in there, but I'd think about it. I watched Jaden Rashada at Arizona State, big time recruit, celebrated because of the NIL deal. Coming into an offensive system didn't work out perfectly this year. Keep an eye on Houston too. That offense is going to be really good, obviously, with Willie Fritz. Their quarterback could be Donovan Smith. I wouldn't put him in there, but if Michael Pratt, who was the Tulane quarterback, if he transfers in rather than going pro, he might have a better future one more year at Houston and then use that as a catapult. You would probably put him in that upper tier.
Real quick, rank your seventh year quarterbacks in the Big 12. Gary Bohannon,
Unbelievable, right?
Alan Bowman, or Cam Rising. Who do you got?
Cam Rising is a great player, but also a great question mark. I've seen the others before. I'm not really sure, but there's how many, Chris?
Three of them.
And Tyler Shook transferred. There could have been four. He went to Louisville. Seventh year quarterbacks, 3-1 conference. You're gonna have veteran players for sure. But yeah, of those guys, and don't forget, KJ Jefferson is at UCF now.
Six.
He's a 6-year player too. I would rank him above the seventh year options. If you had to give me one seventh year option, I would go Cam Rising.